Hello everybody and welcome back to the next episode of the life and suffering of Sir Brante, here with the road to the top. Your actions result in well-earned progress up the professional ladder. You are expected to have a glorious future in the field of law. You receive more and more invitations to balls and noble gatherings. High-ranking nobles wish to befriend you. Powerful people have been keeping a close eye on your ascent. Today a personal letter from the magistrate Remy Elverman is delivered to your home. Sir Montgomery Brante, I would like to further our acquaintance and discuss certain matters over a glass of Illyrian. I will expect you at my estate this afternoon. Accompanied by servants, you walk down the imposing enfilade of Elverman's granite manor. Gold, tapestry, stone carvings of ancestors' profiles. Compared to this luxury, your own home seems tiny and cramped. Elverman greets you by the fire. At home, the influential ruler of the city seems peaceful and amiable. Judge Brante, pray come in. I'm delighted to see you again. Servants, pour us some wine. Please have some, Montgomery. Though your most recent deeds call for much more than a glass of Illyrian, I'll be frank, after our first encounter I had my doubts about your trustworthiness, but now you've proven by your actions that you have a future. You sip the wine. It is excellent, as expected. You calmly replied that you strive to serve the Empire and the Prefecture faithfully, and in the manner you deem proper. I am overjoyed to see that the younger generations honours our traditions and cares about the fate of our nation. We have that in common, you and I. Many see me as merely power-hungry, but why would power itself be of interest to me? My family is already powerful and wealthy. Its position is secure for many generations to come. No, my friend, I need power to save the city that's been entrusted to me from a grave threat. Take a look around. More and more insurgents are preparing a bloody uprising among the common folk. The new faith compels people to defy their lots. The foundation of the Empire has been shaken. What do you think? Will a new world be born from this? Those who hope to see this happen seem to have forgotten that our world was created in accordance with the twins' design, and we are already on the cusp of provoking their wrath. Elverman is becoming increasingly incensed. Apparently the fate of the Empire is not just a subject of idle chatter for him. You must understand, Brante. I've seen plenty of starry-eyed idealists yearning to change the world, and I know where those dreams lead. We have trespassed against the sacred order, and now we are on the verge of the wrath of the gods. I am a nobleman and a citizen of the Empire, and it is my duty to save this world from ruin. While the Overseer and the Archduke persist in their futile squabble, the danger is growing. It's time to take matters into our own hands. I'm seeking allies, people who stand by my side to protect the city and the Empire. I hope you have the courage to become one of us. Let me speak plainly. Prefect Elborn is, alas, among those who are dragging us towards our destruction. He aims to subject all estates to the tyranny of the law. He seems to have forgotten that the law must serve the good of the Empire and be a mainstay of order. But Elborn wishes to disrupt this order. He is pushing for the lowborn to gain power. What do you suppose will be the first thing they do once they get it? They'll take up arms and destroy this country. Elborn has doomed himself to a shameful fall. Meanwhile, the city needs someone at the helm of the Prefecture who is bound by honour and concerned about the fate of the Empire. You can be that someone, Brante. You stare at the glass of your wine, trying to hide your feelings. If you prove yourself worthy in the future, Sir Brante, I can promise you the post of the Prefect of Magra. I hope you see it not only as a chance to elevate yourself, but to also make your mark on history. Side with me, and together we'll save Anasotti from the uprising. If you remain Elborn's servant, you both will lose and fall together. We can't agree, which I kind of expected. Or we can refuse and try to protect our career. For me, how's our family reputation doing? Because we want to keep our I think we want to try to keep our reputation as a judge intact. My concern is that if the family reputation goes down too much, we'll be in a bit of a problematic position. We're at 5 at the moment. I imagine we'll take a loss of 2. And our career is also at 5. For me, the career matters more at the moment. so I'm going to refuse and protect our career. We can't agree because of previous choices, and I wouldn't agree anyway because I've sided with Elborn. Sorry, Elva, man. I know you mean well, at least for me. It's not good. Be going well, is it? Silence. You hold the magistrate's heavy stare and respond calmly that you are not prepared to make any promises. You thank Elverman for his trust, but you are a judge of the prefecture and you already have a superior. Elverman frowns, shakes his head disdainfully and rises from his chair. I'm very sorry to hear that, Sir Brante. I had high hopes for you. We could have achieved so much together. Soon you'll see that you've chosen the wrong side. Farewell. Upon your return, you describe your conversation with the magistrate to Prefect Elborn. Elverman's threatening tone is alarming. An enemy as powerful as the magistrate could turn the officials of the province against the prefecture and cause trouble at work. I was right about you after all, Montgomery. I appreciate your honesty. The least I can do in return is to protect you from Elverman's schemes. Don't worry, I'll make sure no one hinders your work. Elborn's protection manages to safeguard you from scandal at work, but Elverman has instigated secret attacks against your family's reputation. Some noble houses have stopped receiving you. A few noble acquaintances refuse to shake your hand. You and your father hear anxious whispers behind your backs. The Brantes across the rule of the city. Stay clear of them. We're not into tarnish on just yet. I think we'll be okay. Is my hope. Oh dear, this isn't good. Deafening silence fills your home. You are standing by Mother's bedside, so are Father, Gloria, and Nathan. For an entire day, Mother's been feverish, barely conscious. Gloria never leaves her side, not even for a minute. Nathan has even stopped drinking, so he can offer your sister his awkward help. Mother's health deteriorated greatly over the past year, and the fighting in the family home has dealt a great blow to her. She has been bedridden for a month. You've been to every doctor and folk healer, but no one can help her. They all tell you the same thing. Lydia's life is in the hands of the twins now. If she passes away, she will not come back. And so you wait by Mother's bed in sorrow, hoping that she will regain consciousness. There is a long silence that no one has the courage to break. Then, at last, you hear Nathan's meek voice. Mother, it's me, Nathan. Can you hear me? Mother suddenly rises on her elbows. She looks around, her eyes unseeing. Beads of sweat forming on her pale forehead. My son, where are you? Nathan takes Mother by her thin, emaciated hand. She leans closer to look at him, struggling to recognize his face. Stefan, were you playing with your younger brothers in the garden? You must be all dirty. Come here. You may not be my son, but I care for you as though you were my own. Oh, what a nice, happy family we have. A blessing from the twins. Nathan is unsure what to do or say. Father strokes his wife's hair. His eyes are two orbs of searing, indescribable pain. You are a little confused, Lydia. This is Nathan. And the children all grown up now, remember? Mother's eyes are bright and alive just now, but the next moment they grow dim again. Her head falls weakly back onto the pillow. You're right, my husband. The children grew up, but I was never able to teach them how to live in peace with each other. I let you down, Robert. You made a mistake when you took me into your home. You saved my daughter and me from a life of poverty. And how did I repay you? Gloria cannot take it any more. What are you saying, Mother? Don't you dare blame yourself. You did your best. You did all you could. Father looks away, unable to hold back the deluge of tears. Mother's voice, so faint now, calls out to you. And Montgomery, where is he? With great care, you move closer to Mother. You answer her quietly. You're here, right by her side. Montgomery, I'm so happy to know you're here. I always knew greatness awaited you ever since you were a little boy. What a shame I won't be there to see it. I couldn't save the Brante family. I will face my punishment at the final judgment. But don't worry, my dears, I'm ready to stand before the twins. Lydia Brante's voice trails off, no longer a voice, just a final whisper of life. Will you accept your mother's death, or will you find a way to fight for her life? don't have enough family unity to do this. That's unfortunate. And also, it would brand our family pretty badly to have Gloria there. We could try to share our strength with Mother, but again, we don't have the willpower or the unity to do so. So unfortunately, Mother is not long for this world, and there is nothing you can do about it. Your heart aches and grows numb as you realise the inevitable. There is nothing you can do to help your dying mother. There is nothing that would give her strength. Your family has grown weak from all the spite and strife that has filled your home. Even now, at Mother's deathbed, you can feel the enmity, disappointment, and anger driving your family apart. Children, accept this humbly. Her voice trails off, her eyes grow dull, her cold hands release yours, fall onto the bed and grow still. The last emotion on Mother's face is of sadness born of exhaustion. A scream of despair rips itself out of Gloria's throat. We did this to her. We fought so much that we killed her. Me, Stefan, Montgomery. I don't know what I did. I didn't do anything. Nathan yelps with grief. He runs away, howling. Father slowly sits and takes his late wife's hands in his. His tears flow no more. His eyes stare far into the distance, empty and bleak. Lydia. You mourn her together, but alone. You leave the house to enter the garden, empty and numb. Mother has left this world from the peak of the pillar to face the twins' judgment. She spent all her life preparing for this journey, but now her mortal life has ended. She is no longer here. Never again will she gather her family at the table. Never again will she offer a word of solace in trying times. Never again will she greet you with her quiet, humble smile. You bury your face in your hands. Lydia Brante, your mother, has left this world. Relations go down. Lydia has succumbed to her illness. Stefan wasn't here apparently. Oh my goodness, that unity's gone down a lot. So we're now to quarrels and feuds. We're not into hatred just yet. But the loss of our mother is bad, and our willpower has also gone down from the loss of our mother. Your mother lost her fight to severe illness. She will never return from the hereafter. That's sad. But I'm not sure what choice we had, really. It's been a long time since your last encounter with Octavia Milanidas. You've come to expect to run into her from time to time in the most unusual of circumstances, but Octavia has all but disappeared and vanished completely from Imperial High Society. Then, one night, you come home to find a letter bearing the heraldic serpents of the Milanidas dynasty. The handwriting is not Octavia's. This letter was penned by the Archduke himself. We, Duke Toconius of the Great Milanidas dynasty, salute you, Judge Montgomery Brante. We have been made aware of your relationship with our daughter Octavia, but we shall leave the particulars of this relationship for another time. Lady Octavia has disappeared. It has been 1 month since she was seen in any of our holdings within the city of Anazotti. We, Archduke Milanidas, expect you, Brante, to aid us in finding our lost daughter. Tread carefully, lest you attract unwanted attention to this matter. The reputation of the Milanidas dynasty is at stake. Do not fail us, Judge Brante. The Archduke's expectation represents a direct order to find her as soon as possible. To refuse him would spell certain and immeasurable disaster. You begin looking for Octavia immediately. The building where the Circle of Latari used to gather was abandoned long ago. You have no hope of finding any of Octavia's followers there. You decide to search the prefecture archives. You spend an entire morning going through each and every case and report concerned with ancient races and rituals of old, even indirectly. After a long search, you finally stumble upon a familiar name. Alexis Lance, a noble from an influential bloodline. You impersonated him when you infiltrated the Circle of Latari 2 years ago. The archives say that Lance was reported multiple times to be searching for another faith, and claimed he was seeking to understand the design of the twins in his own way. You chuckle upon seeing this. The original Lance was one of the first humans ennobled by Char Milanidas himself. The proud name of his forefather is the only thing that has saved the willful Alexis from the Inquisition's pyres. Regardless, he is your only clue to Octavia's whereabouts. You head for the El Lance mansion at once. You tell the servants at the door that you have an urgent matter to discuss with their master. A tall, gaunt nobleman with a thick beard walks down the stairs to greet you, studying you intently during the introduction. His eyes seem to be locked in a state of perpetual pain, but it's different from the ever-familiar pain and suffering of the common lot. You inform El Lance sternly that you are aware of his involvement in the Circle of Latari, and hint that his noble origins may not save him from an inquisitorial visit this time. You are looking for Octavia Milanidas. Where is she? The eccentric nobleman lets out a rueful chuckle. He is not one to hide the truth. The Circle of Latari is here within these walls, El Lance tells you. But Lady Milanidas is currently conducting a ritual of the utmost importance. No one may interfere. This rite will return the Latari to this world, or rather it will return the world to the eternal fold of the Latari. You resolutely walk past El Lance and his intellectualizing and march up the stairs. The servants rush to stop you, but one stern glance is enough to remind them of their lot. Upstairs you hear the familiar droning chant. You fling open the massive gilded double doors leading to the sitting room. The silhouettes in gilded masks and flowing garb are here, undulating in their dance and producing all manners of strange sounds. In the centre of the dancing circle is Octavia Milanidas lying prostrate on the floor even. Octavia is dying. A sea of blood has already been drained from her slashed wrists, but she is still alive. You break through the circle of the Latari followers and rush to Octavia's side. The Arcanine opens her dark eyes to look at you. The world reflects in them, growing faint and dim. She wheezes a true death rattle. Octavia's body melts away in your arms, or melts away your arms. Long fingers rest on your shoulder. They belong to Alexis El Lance. Lady Octavia will not be reborn, he tells you. She has left her body and soul alike. She has become Latari. Without a word, the members of the circle slowly apart and spread out around the large room. The deed is done, says El Lance. Sending more than one number to commune with the Latari is the most we could have hoped for. Hello? Before you can compose yourself, the creature that was once Octavia flows into the room. Everyone falls silent, watching in wonder and awe. You can still recognise Octavia's features in this creature. It seems to float in the air, its body thinner, its skin now gilded and reflective in the candlelight. Its eyes larger and bizarrely elongated. Octavia's followers cover the creature's delicate shoulders with a cloak and stand reverently before it. The creature that was once an Arcanine approaches you slowly, without touching the ground at all. Its voice drones, remote and distant, like an echo from a faraway realm. You have borne witness to a rebirth. The one you called Octavia Milanidas is no more. The mind of the Latari now resides within this body. The one called Octavia has cast off the shackles of your narrow world. She has awakened, now free of blood tide, birth, and other such burdens. She sees the world as it exists in the mind of the Latari, the only true world, for all other worlds exist within it. Neither you, nor any denizen of your illusory world, can return the once called Octavia to her cage. You must leave human Montgomery Brante, the one you seek is no more. So we can open ourselves to the Latari, but we can't do that. We can accept her transformation. We can let the Latari go. Or we can demand that Octavia be returned to her father's side. Oh boy, what do we do here? She definitely looks very different. But if the personality is still the same, then I see no reason not to discard her, and I would still accept her. The problem being is that being with her brought us a lot of influence, and I don't know if she's still going to command that as a Latari now. And the problem I have is that if I don't return her to her family, I'm likely going to lose some influence as a judge, or my family will take another hit to our reputation. But if I return her to her family, she's almost certainly going to be executed. We are going to accept our beloved's transformation. The creature that was once Octavia Milanidas turns away and slowly departs as though swimming through invisible water. You shake off your amazement at witnessing this incredible creature. You tell yourself again and again this is still Octavia, your beloved. With determination, you hurry after the creature and put your hand on its shoulder. Its body is so delicate now, so fragile that you fear to shatter it with a single touch. The gaze of its abyssal, almond-shaped eyes is utterly inhuman. You know nothing of what happened to her, you tell the reborn Octavia, but your feelings for her remain the same. No matter what, you accept her transformation and remain by her side in your thoughts and actions, even if she is no longer the woman you knew. The creature that calls itself Latari reacts with the shadow of a smile that reminds you of the old Octavia. She would be glad to hear that. We thank you, Montgomery Brante. The one called Octavia's feelings for you were strong. She'll remember you and leave a place for you in this illusory world until it burns away in the flames of her mind. You remain connected until the world of the one called Octavia Milanidas ceases to exist. But she must walk her path alone. You cannot aid her, nor can you hinder her. The time has come for the one called Octavia to see the world anew. She wishes to bid you farewell. The Latari, this strange creature, suddenly grasps your hand and holds it to its face, inhaling the scent of your skin. Your body reacts to this touch with a flurry of emotions and sensations you cannot even attempt to describe. Finally, the creature once known throughout the province as Octavia Milanidas floats down the stairs and disappears from sight. Dazed, you watch the members of the circle part and walk away without a word. You are soon left alone. As soon as you recover from this experience, you head to Castle Serpenverda. The Archduke will not tolerate any delays when it comes to his daughter's fate. The guards escort you to the ancient throne room, the same room where Octavia once met you herself. On the throne sits the Archduke, sullen and dour. His face resembles that of a bird of prey. His lips are tightly pressed, his body is hunched and tense. You kneel before the reigning lord of the province. I have no time for formalities, Brante. Tell me what happened to Octavia. You remain kneeling, your eyes cast down. You tell him that you've been unable to find Octavia. You searched all across the city and questioned everyone who has ties to the Archduke's daughter, but it was all in vain. You have failed to carry out his order. Archduke Milanidas listens, showing no emotion, but his hand clutches at his scepter harder and harder with every word. Does he even believe what you are saying? You had a service that you could have performed for me, Brante, a service that would have brought honour to your family. Instead, you have now failed me. I remember this when your father requested to be ennobled by the sword. You shall forget what ties you had to Octavia, as well as my orders. Forever. The high road takes you back to Anazotti, empty in the dark night. You cannot help but think of Octavia, or the creature she has become. The creature that called herself Latari has disappeared without a trace. The Archduke's men scour the entire city but cannot find her. Will you ever see her fragile, ethereal silhouette again? We have a spiritual bond. She's not dead, but she's very different. Our reputation is getting lower and lower. That's not good. Willpower's gone all the way back down. That was my concern, but I didn't see what else we could do, and I'm hoping that in the chaos that is inevitably going to come at the end of this game, she may well come and save us from some bad people. The Archduke's daughter had transformed into a mysterious creature, neither Arachnean nor human in nature. The Gilded Cage. This event is a consequence of your previous actions. This is to do with Gloria. Stefan's efforts are about to bear fruit. All the arrangements have been taken care of. All the negotiations are done. Gloria shall marry Sir Jose El Pelletier. It was no easy task to arrange this match between a nobleman and a commoner whose father had rejected her. Every single member of the El Pelletier family did their best to change the young nobleman's mind, but he refused to relent. Stefan did his best too. He spent an eternity convincing the groom's family that Gloria had received an excellent education and will make Sir Jose a fine wife. And so the wedding day has come. The family prepared Gloria for the long journey. The wedding ceremony will be held at a church next to the El Pelletier estate. As tradition demands, no one else is allowed to attend the wedding. Gloria is completely silent today. She meekly allows the servants to change her into her coarse, humble garments her lot demands she wears before the twins, all without saying a word. Gloria, say something I beg of you. This marriage is the best thing the Brante family can do for you. You're about to join a noble bloodline. Gloria stares back at Sir Robert, her mother's husband, who never became her father. There is bitter sorrow in her gaze. I think it's more likely I'll be added to their family's opulent collection as another exhibit. But still, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you, Sir Robert. You destroyed the last of my illusions. My fate rests in the hands of my noble masters, and it always will. Father responds with a heavy sigh, at a loss for words. You prefer not to intervene. Gloria would rather not speak to you anyway. Just outside the door, you hear the neighing of horses and Stefan's excited voice. Gloria, your groom has arrived. The man who enters Gloria's chambers behind Stefan is Gloria's betrothed, Jose El Pelletier himself. His dignified bearing and the thin features of his wistful face betray his noble origins. An elegant earring glints in his ear, a concession to modern high fashion. El Pelletier greets the bride's family with a gallant bow, and gently kisses the hem of Gloria's dress. The young noble of the sword takes great pains to remain composed, but standing so close to his future wife, he cannot help but let his emotions show. Good sirs, I fell in love with Gloria the moment I laid eyes on her at that fateful party so long ago. If I may, I give you my word that you are giving her a respected and prosperous home. And from what Sir Stefan has told me, the family's standing or any benefit of Gloria becomes a member of another family. After all, I am a born nobleman with a hereditary title. No scandalous rumours or gossip regarding my wife's origins can ever harm me. And any man who dares to speak a word of slander against Gloria shall face a duel to the true death. Well said indeed. A most wonderful outcome for everyone involved. Gloria will want for nothing. I'll keep her safe from all the world's troubles, free to write poetry, indulge in entertainment, and serve her husband. The enamoured noble gazes at Gloria with a tender expression. She hides her eyes behind her unkempt hair. There is a hopeless look about her. Gloria, my love, it is time. Our journey calls. The temple is ready for the ceremony. Very soon we shall announce the sacred intertwining of our destinies to the twins themselves, and then your new home and new life await. I will do as you say, Sir El Pelletier, but please allow me to say my goodbyes to the gentlemen who have given me food and shelter. To father she gives a deep bow full of reverence. The family patriarch remains silent, but tears run down his face. Then your sister embraces Nathan, who came home gloomy and worse for wear even today. I'm sorry I drank all night. I couldn't stop. I just can't accept that you won't be at home anymore. She ruffles her younger brother's hair and whispers something in his ear. His face brightens, if only a little. And then she bows to Stefan, a bow so impeccable it could only be interpreted as mockery. She walks past you scornfully, refusing to recognise your presence with even the slightest gesture. Farewell, Montgomery. I must admit you did a fine job getting me out of the way. I hope it was worth it. You remain silent. El Pelletier takes Gloria to his carriage, the driver flicks his whip, and the horses take the bride and groom outside the city and to the church, to face the twins in the austere ritual that awaits them. Once wed, they will head straight for the groom's estate. Gloria has left the Brante home for good. With an expression of great relief, Stefan closes the door. He sits in an armchair by the window, his hand cradling a glass of wine. At last, we've done a great deed, my brother. We've arranged for the best possible life for Gloria, and removed the last obstacle standing between us and the nobility of the sword. Now there is nothing preventing me from putting our family's affairs in order. This is my duty as heir. And most importantly, we need to put all ties to Gloria behind us. She's gone from the Brante home for good, and the twins and their mercy. Well, say, Montgomery, you won't stand in my way, will you? Surely you won't deny that our family's affairs are my responsibility. I don't wish to challenge Stefan to a duel. We could sever all ties. I would like to at least keep some familial ties with Gloria. I think it's worthwhile. She's all we have left of our mother. Slowly you rise from your seat and shake your head at Stefan's words. Your elder brother glares at you in confusion. You assail Stefan's confidence with a long, fervent speech. Gloria lived in this home for so many years. She grew up with you and shared your joys and sorrows. She is your mother's daughter. Cutting all ties with her would be cowardly and bring disgrace to your name. Gloria may be a child of lowly birth who does not belong to your blood tide, but family ties go beyond mere blood and social standing. How could you even think of erasing her from your memory, as though she never existed? Gloria used to be a permanent fixture in this home, that I cannot deny, but that time has passed. It is blood that unites a family. If there's no blood, there's nothing to talk about. You folded your arms on your chest before offering a retort. No. You aided Stefan and got Gloria to agree to the wedding. You also had a say in your sister's future, and you must now have a say in the family's treatment of her. You said the family will remain in touch with Gloria. Stefan needn't fear any harm or dishonour from that. She belongs to another bloodline now. The Brantes are safe from scandal. So be it. We'll stay in touch with Gloria. You're right, she's no threat to us anymore. Now take your glass, Montgomery, a toast to the future of the Brante family. You clink glasses, and note a hint of bitterness in the flavour of the mulled wine. Anyway, it's time to get down to business. I'll head to the overseer's residence at once. We are so close to earning a hereditary title, brother. Ah, grandfather will be so proud of us. With that, Stefan leaves you alone. Father has locked himself in his office to brood. Nathan has wandered off somewhere to get drunk. You roam the family home that feels emptier now, lost in memories. You remember Gloria leading you by the hand through the yard and showing you the shining pillar for the very first time. You remember playing together. You remember the time you and Stefan went looking for her in the Anazotti ruins. You remember the quill and paper that were your sister's constant companions. The family remains in touch with the Pelletiers and does its best to stay up to date on Gloria's married life. However, your sister rarely, if ever, leaves her husband's opulent estate. Her letters grow shorter and shorter. She writes about how her husband adores her and makes all her wishes come true, but she has fewer and fewer wishes every day. You beg Gloria to write poems for you, but she curtly responds to her that her inspiration is gone. Every day is too much like the last. The only thing that seems to bring her back to life is the odd visit from your family. But you must inevitably leave, and then Gloria goes back to spending days at a time in bed. She's married. Our reputation continues to go down, but our unity goes up. We need to really watch our reputation. It's getting dangerously low here. Our eloquence has gone up. Gloria has become the wife of the noble Sir Pelletier and has left for his estate. Got another wedding to attend to this time. Thomas's wedding. Interesting. Well, we've had one wedding. We'll call things apart there. Next time we will deal with Thomas's wedding. We really need to restore our family reputation somehow, because right now it's kind of in the dirt from all the negative things that we've had to do this episode. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.